When we talk about intuition, many people think of it as some mystical, unattainable ability. But the truth is, we're all born with a natural intuitive sense. It's an intrinsic part of our being, a subtle inner voice that guides us through life. Unfortunately, in our modern, fast-paced world, we often lose touch with this inner compass. We become so focused on external validation and logical reasoning that we forget to listen to our own inner wisdom. But once we realize that we are actually highly intuitive beings, we can begin to reconnect with this powerful aspect of ourselves. Let's start with the idea that intuition is not just for the gifted or the special. It's a universal human trait. Think about those moments when you had a gut feeling about something and it turned out to be true, or when you just knew what someone was going to say before they said it. These are not coincidences, they are your intuition at work. But why do we often ignore these signals? One reason is that we live in a society that values logic and reason over intuition. From a young age, we're taught to prioritize rational thinking and to dismiss our intuitive insights as irrational or unscientific. But intuition and logic are not mutually exclusive. They can complement each other beautifully. To tap into our intuition, we must first acknowledge its existence and its importance. This starts with trusting ourselves. How often do we second-guess our own feelings or instincts? We might feel a certain way about a situation, but then talk ourselves out of it because it doesn't make logical sense. But our intuition operates on a different level. It synthesizes information from our subconscious mind and our past experiences to give us a holistic understanding of the present moment. By learning to trust this process, we can make more aligned and authentic decisions. One practical way to strengthen our intuition is through mindfulness. When we practice mindfulness, we become more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations. This heightened awareness helps us to tune into our intuitive signals. For example, you might notice a feeling of unease in your body when you're about to make a decision that isn't right for you. This is your intuition speaking to you through your physical sensations. By paying attention to these subtle cues, we can gain valuable insights into our true desires and needs. Another important aspect of developing our intuition is to quiet the mind. Our minds are often cluttered with endless thoughts, worries, and distractions. This mental noise can drown out our intuitive voice. Techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, and spending time in nature can help to calm the mind and create space for our intuition to emerge. When we quiet our minds, we create a fertile ground for intuitive insights to arise. It's also essential to recognize that intuition can manifest in different ways for different people. Some might experience it as a gut feeling, others as a sudden insight or a vivid image in their mind's eye. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to intuition. The key is to become aware of how your intuition speaks to you personally. This requires self-reflection and an openness to exploring different forms of intuitive guidance. Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. As we begin to trust and cultivate our intuition, we may find that it leads us to unexpected places. It might guide us to make decisions that defy conventional wisdom or to take paths that seem uncertain. But by following our intuition, we align ourselves with our true purpose and our highest potential. This doesn't mean that we should abandon logic and reason altogether. Instead, we can use our intuition as a guiding force, integrated with our rational mind to make well-rounded decisions. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on your own experiences with intuition. Can you recall a time when you followed your intuition and it led you to a positive outcome? How did it feel to trust that inner voice? By remembering these moments, we can reinforce our belief in our intuitive abilities and encourage ourselves to listen more closely to that inner guidance in the future. Embracing your inner wisdom. The path to authentic living. As we continue exploring the profound nature of intuition, it's essential to understand how deeply connected it is to our authentic selves. Intuition is not just about making decisions or predicting outcomes. It's about living in alignment with who we truly are. When we embrace our inner wisdom, we embark on a journey toward authenticity, where our actions, thoughts, and feelings are congruent with our deepest values and desires. One of the most significant barriers to accessing our intuition is the fear of judgment. We often suppress our intuitive insights because we fear they might be seen as irrational or unconventional by others. This fear stems from a deep-seated desire to be accepted and validated by society. But true authenticity requires us to prioritize our inner truth over external approval. It's about having the courage to listen to our inner voice, even when it goes against the grain. To live authentically, we must start by acknowledging and accepting all parts of ourselves, including those that we might have been taught to dismiss or hide. This self-acceptance is the foundation of intuitive living. When we accept ourselves fully, we create an inner environment where intuition can thrive. We no longer have to fight against our natural inclinations or second-guess our feelings. Instead, we can trust that our intuition is guiding us toward what is right for us, even if it doesn't make sense to others. A practical step toward embracing your inner wisdom is to engage in practices that foster self-awareness and self-expression. Journaling, for instance, can be a powerful tool to connect with your intuition. By writing down your thoughts and feelings without censorship, you allow your subconscious mind to surface, revealing insights and patterns that you might not have noticed otherwise. This practice can help you identify the voice of your intuition and distinguish it from the noise of external influences. Another way to nurture your intuition is through creative activities. Whether it's painting, dancing, writing, or playing music, creative expression taps into the intuitive part of our brain. When we engage in creative activities, we enter a state of flow where our intuition can guide us effortlessly. This state of flow is marked by a sense of timelessness and deep immersion in the present moment, allowing intuitive insights to emerge naturally. Listening to your body is also crucial in developing your intuition. Our bodies are incredibly wise and often communicate intuitive messages through physical sensations. Have you ever felt a knot in your stomach when faced with a difficult decision, or a sense of lightness and excitement when considering an opportunity? These bodily sensations are your intuition speaking to you. By tuning into your body and learning to interpret its signals, you can gain valuable guidance in your daily life. It's important to remember that intuition also involves a sense of trust and surrender. We must trust that our inner wisdom knows what is best for us, even when it defies logical explanation. This trust requires us to let go of the need for control and certainty. It's about embracing the unknown and having faith in the process. When we trust our intuition, we allow ourselves to be guided by a deeper sense of knowing that transcends rational thought. As we deepen our connection with our intuition, we begin to notice synchronicities and signs that reinforce our inner guidance. These synchronicities are not mere coincidences. They are meaningful alignments that confirm we are on the right path. By paying attention to these signs and acknowledging their significance, we strengthen our intuitive abilities and our trust in the universe. Reflect on your own life and consider the moments when you felt most authentic and aligned. What role did intuition play in those moments? When you live in harmony with your intuition, you experience a sense of ease and flow where life unfolds naturally and effortlessly. This is the essence of authentic living, being true to yourself and allowing your inner wisdom to guide you. The dance of intuition and rationality, harmonizing inner guidance with thought. As we continue to explore the profound nature of intuition, it's crucial to understand how it interacts with our rational mind. Too often, people view intuition and rationality as opposing forces, but they can actually work together in a harmonious dance. When we learn to balance these two aspects of our consciousness, we unlock a deeper level of wisdom and clarity in our lives. Intuition provides us with immediate, holistic insights, while rationality helps us analyze and implement those insights in a practical manner. One of the key steps in harmonizing intuition with rationality is recognizing the strengths and limitations of both. Rationality excels in situations that require detailed analysis, logical reasoning, and systematic problem-solving. It's invaluable for tasks that involve planning, organizing, and executing specific actions. However, rationality can sometimes be limited by its reliance on existing knowledge and linear thinking. It may struggle with complex, ambiguous situations where there are no clear answers. Intuition, on the other hand, operates beyond the realm of conscious reasoning. It draws from a vast reservoir of subconscious knowledge, past experiences, and subtle cues that our rational mind might overlook. Intuition can offer us profound insights and creative solutions that transcend conventional thinking. However, because it often operates outside of our conscious awareness, it can be more challenging to interpret and trust. To create a harmonious relationship between intuition and rationality, we must first cultivate awareness and respect for both faculties. This begins with acknowledging that each has its place and value in our decision-making process. Instead of seeing them as competing forces, we can view them as complementary partners that enhance each other's strengths. One practical approach to integrating intuition and rationality is to use a two-step process in decision-making. Start by tuning into your intuition to gain an initial sense of direction or insight. This might involve quieting your mind, paying attention to your gut feelings, or reflecting on your inner thoughts and emotions. Once you have a sense of what your intuition is telling you, you can then engage your rational mind to analyze and implement that insight. For example, if you're faced with a significant life decision, you might first sit quietly and listen to what your intuition is saying. You might feel a strong pull in a certain direction or a sense of peace when considering a particular option. After gaining this initial intuitive insight, you can then use your rational mind to evaluate the practical aspects of the decision. This might involve researching your options, considering potential outcomes, and weighing the pros and cons. By combining intuition with rational analysis, you create a well-rounded approach to decision-making that honors both your inner wisdom and your logical reasoning. Another important aspect of harmonizing intuition and rationality is to practice patience and openness. Intuitive insights often come in subtle, unexpected ways, and they might not always make immediate sense. It's important to remain open to these insights and to give them the time and space to unfold. This requires patience and a willingness to embrace uncertainty. At the same time, we must also be open to the possibility that our rational mind might need to adjust or refine our initial intuitive insights based on new information or changing circumstances. By fostering a dialogue between intuition and rationality, we can create a dynamic, flexible approach to life that allows us to navigate complex situations with greater ease and confidence. This dialogue involves actively listening to both our inner voice and our logical reasoning, and allowing them to inform and support each other. It's about creating a balance where neither intuition nor rationality dominates, but where both are valued and integrated. Reflect on how intuition and rationality play out in your own life. Can you think of instances where your intuition led you to a valuable insight and your rational mind helped you implement it effectively? How can you create more opportunities for these two faculties to work together harmoniously? By embracing this dance of intuition and rationality, we can live more balanced, fulfilling lives that honor both our inner wisdom and our logical reasoning. Cultivating intuitive mastery, a lifelong journey. As we reach the final part of our exploration into the nature of intuition, it's essential to recognize that developing and mastering our intuitive abilities is a continuous, lifelong journey. Intuition is not a static skill, but a dynamic aspect of our consciousness that grows and evolves with us. Just as we nurture our physical and mental well-being, we must also dedicate time and energy to cultivating our intuitive wisdom. This process requires patience, practice, and a deep commitment to self-discovery and personal growth. To begin with, it's important to create a daily practice that nurtures and strengthens your intuitive abilities. This could involve meditation, mindfulness exercises, or spending quiet moments in reflection. Meditation, in particular, is a powerful tool for connecting with your inner self and accessing deeper layers of consciousness. By quieting the mind and focusing inward, you create a space for intuitive insights to emerge. Even a few minutes of meditation each day can significantly enhance your intuitive awareness over time. In addition to meditation, consider incorporating other practices that resonate with you personally. This might include activities such as yoga, tai chi, or walking in nature. These practices help to ground you in the present moment and connect you with the natural rhythms of life, which are closely aligned with intuitive wisdom. The key is to find what works best for you and to make it a regular part of your routine. Another crucial aspect of cultivating intuitive mastery is to engage in self-reflection and self-inquiry. Regularly take time to reflect on your experiences, feelings, and intuitive insights. Journaling can be an excellent tool for this purpose. By writing down your thoughts and observations, you can gain clarity and a deeper understanding of your intuitive processes. Reflecting on your journal entries over time can reveal patterns and themes that might not be immediately apparent, helping you to recognize and trust your intuitive guidance more fully. It's also beneficial to seek out and learn from others who have developed strong intuitive abilities. This might involve reading books, attending workshops, or connecting with a mentor or coach who specializes in intuition. Learning from others can provide valuable insights and techniques that you can incorporate into your own practice. Additionally, being part of a community of like-minded individuals can offer support, encouragement, and inspiration on your journey. Another important element of intuitive mastery is to practice discernment. Not all intuitive insights are created equal, and it's essential to learn how to distinguish between true intuitive guidance and other influences, such as fear, wishful thinking, or external pressures. This discernment comes with experience and practice. Pay attention to how different intuitive insights feel in your body and mind. True intuition often carries a sense of calm, certainty, and clarity, whereas other influences might feel more chaotic or uncertain. Over time, you'll become more adept at recognizing the voice of your true intuition. Remember that intuition thrives in an environment of openness and curiosity. Approach your intuitive practice with a sense of wonder and exploration. Be open to new experiences, ideas, and perspectives. Allow yourself to be curious about the world around you and within you. This openness creates fertile ground for intuitive insights to arise and flourish. It's also important to be gentle and compassionate with yourself as you cultivate your intuitive abilities. There may be times when you doubt your intuition or struggle to connect with it. This is a natural part of the journey. Instead of being critical or frustrated, approach these moments with kindness and patience. Trust that your intuitive abilities are always present and that they will continue to grow and strengthen with time and practice. As we conclude this exploration, consider how you can integrate intuitive mastery into your daily life. Reflect on the practices and insights that resonate most with you, and make a commitment to nurture your intuition regularly. How can you create a life that honors and supports your intuitive wisdom? By embracing this lifelong journey with dedication and an open heart, you can unlock the full potential of your intuitive abilities and live a life that is deeply aligned with your true self. Thank you for taking this journey with me. I invite you to continue exploring and cultivating your intuition, trusting in the profound wisdom that lies within you,